welcome everyone to the Empire State Building Museum, which leads you to the very top. I'm going to show you around in 360 video. Feel free to look in any direction you would like. See all the different artifacts, all the different photographs. The Empire State Building was built in 1931. It was one of the tallest buildings in the world for many, many years. Before the Empire State Building was built, this was the Waldorf Astoria Hotel on the site. Of course, the Waldorf ended up moving a little bit further uptown. One of the original plans for the site was to build the Metropolitan Opera right over here, but that didn't pan out. We ended up having the Empire State Building. You can see the original photograph here of Waldorf. And the aristocracy of New York City dining. So here we see a hyperlapse of the construction of the Empire State Building. It was built at a breakneck speed. So it only took 13 months to build, and it says right over here, over 3,400 tradesmen, which is astonishing how quick they built. So this is May 1930, going up, up, up very quickly. Wow. Absolutely impressive. Now, one of the group of people that worked on the Empire State Building, there was a host of different immigrants, recently immigrated Americans, but there were also Mohawk Native Americans from Montreal area. And the reason they end up volunteering or signing up for this job was, to them, it was a rite of passage to be in very high elevation in order to grow up and become a man in their culture. And they apparently, according to many of the Irish Americans that worked on the Empire State Building, they were astonished by how fearless they were at the highest of heights. So here we have one of the workers, two of the workers, eating lunch. They would be eating lunch of one of the steel beams that would be sometimes dangling above the city. These guys were fearless. See them over there, kind of welding and putting the different steel pieces together. Steel is the reason why we have such a high structure and was being able to be constructed so quickly. For comparison, Cass Gilbert built the Woolworth. It was a lot more time intensive than the Empire State Building, which relied on a little bit lighter materials than the Woolworth. Here we have the riveters, and they work closely coordinated with teams. They heated rivets in furnace like this one right over here. The heater tossed red hot rivets up to 60 feet. So they had to catch red hot rivets, where the teammates caught and air hammered them into place. Wow, that is impressive. Absolutely love how they redone this entire museum area. Absolutely astonishing. On May 1st, 1931, it was opening day. The former governor and the current governor at the time were in attendance. The former governor was Al Smith, who was responsible for developing the building, along with Rashkov, who was head of a major auto company. And the current governor at that time, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. You might recognize that name, because that man became president. Here we see the Empire State Building. Barely that many skyscrapers that can match it in sight. But the cool thing is, from the very top in the observatory deck, you can see everything. Imagine, you can see the Flatiron, you can see the tenement district. That's why there's not that many skyscrapers in this area. It wasn't really economically viable to build them. Look how huge this avenue is. This might be 8th Avenue, maybe? And here we see all the original skyscrapers. One of them being the Equitable Building, which is the reason why it was a skyscraper that just jutted straight from the floor all the way to the ceiling and caused a massive shadow of the street. So the street was always shrouded in darkness. And because of the equitable building, they decided to put setback laws in 1916. So we got Al Smith right over there. Now this is a really cool thing. They show what the different offices contain. So here we have the 1930s. We got the phone that they used in the 1930s, the glasses, the cigarette holders and the lighter, the high heels. We have the offices, the telephone switchers. There was a radio antenna here, also a television antenna. Here we got 1940s and 1960s. The frame glasses are a little bit sharper. We got the big souvenir pencils, which they probably sold here. Now, originally when this building was constructed, it was called the Empty State Building by the locals and tourists alike because no one wanted to move in. It was in the middle of the Great Depression. And also no one wanted to visit because they were scared of going on such a tall building. That changed, luckily. Here we have the 1960s and 1970s. The very 1970s style stapler. I like it. Very 1960s round glasses. And of course we got the 80s to the 2000s floppy disk. We got a BlackBerry. We got a cell phone that used to be the size of a brick. And of course a pager. The original way to text. So here we have a relay controller, and this was used to run the original elevators. Now the original elevators are run by computers. See what's up there as well. Here we have the elevator going up and down. This is a replica of what the elevator would look like. Let's step inside. Oh, so cool. Oh my god, this is awesome, this replica. You have to turn the wheel. Okay, that's epic. And this is how fast the elevators go now. So let's step back and actually see on how fast they go. Nowadays, the Empire State Building is changing. New companies are moving in. We got LinkedIn, JC Cow, might be mispronouncing that, the big advertising firm, Shutterstock. Lots of new restaurants. Here are the different offices. We got LinkedIn right here. Let's go up the elevator, shall we? You guys ready? I think you are. The movies filmed here, Sleepless in Seattle. We got a Wonder Woman comic. We got King Kong in the New York cover. We got the Empire State Building Lego.
Across the ocean. Right top of that building. Bridge. Top of the world.
There's the Empire State Building.
Alright, let's go to the elevator. So excited for this. Actually, there's still a little bit more. I forgot. We got King Kong. King Kong is the reason why the Empire State Building became popular. Released in 1933, this film blew people away as King Kong grappled on top of the Empire State Building. Dodging the fire from the Air Force. Hang out with him. He's looking for his damsel in distress. And here's a photo opportunity, selfie opportunity. Get me the president right now. King Kong is attacking. my best 1930s accent. Oh, I can get used to this. Just with the click, click, click. Oh yeah, this is the life. We got a little banana just in case King Kong comes and attacking again. Here are all the celebrities that visited. We got all of them. We got Zac Efron and Zendaya. We got Mr. Bean. We got George Takei. We got K-pop star. Let me know what band is he from. We got BTS. We got Sir Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart, the two bestest BFFs that have ever existed in the history of Hollywood. We got Hugh Jackman, one of my favorite celebrities. Susan Sarandon. Now here you start seeing the Art Deco flourishes. Look at this. With the beautiful Art Deco decorations. This is Art Deco, ladies and gentlemen. One of my favorite architectural styles. I think they should bring it back. We need an Art Deco revival. Here we get to see one of the lobbies. Look how beautiful. I love it.
Okay, can we get to the shop?
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going? Thank you.
The elevator up, you're welcome. It stops at 80th floor.
Awesome. And up we go. That was the museum, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome to the world's most famous building, and you get to see it built. Keep your arms and legs
That's so cool.
inside. And keep
I'm going to see you later. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you in another video to see the full Empire State Building tour. Keep being awesome and always keep on exploring. My ears are popping. Have a great day. Bye-bye.